Welcome to another UTPB HPC cluster tutorials. In this tutorial, we're going to be monitoring jobs and managing output files in the Nitrous HPC cluster. As you can see here, I have two types of files that I'm going to be playing with today. One of them is a Python file denoted by the .py, and one of them is a batch file or a shell file with the .sh. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the inner workings of these files because you should have seen them in a previous video. However, I would like to say that there's going to be three different types of files that are produced by this output, and I'll show you real quick just by doing a cat of the 3x run file. And then we can see here, this is the job name, output, error. So we should actually get three different file types from here, because inside of the other function, I'm sorry, this is the job name, but inside of the other file in the py file here, I'll just show you. py. We can see here that one of the outputs of this is to print iterations, and it'll print the iterations in the form of a CSV file. So we should get three outputs from here, and we're going to show you how to deal with all three of those different outputs. So without further ado, let's run our program. 3x run. So from here, we can do the sq command, which shows you in the queue and how much time has elapsed, and also the nodes or node or nodes that you're currently using to run this job. An easier graphical user interface is called sview. And it, after switching my camera, you can see how it actually has a graphical user interface that you can interact with. You can press various buttons. You can actually create a reservation from here. But these are also going to not have root access, so you may not be able to do everything that's shown in there, but there's a lot of monitoring stuff that you can do from this interface. And I won't go into too much detail on this interface. But yeah, that's the sview command. Some other interesting aspects of the monitoring tools that are available. It's the wrong window. There we go. Back to the CLI. Then also there is the saccount command, which shows what's going completed and what's going on. So it's more of an account of the resources that you're using for this job. You can see I had a previous 137 batch and it's completed, and 138, but this one is still running. However, if we ls, we should see that we already have some outputs. So let's take a look at these outputs while the rest of the while it's finishing. So 3x. We should see nothing in the error file. That's good. All right. And result. Nothing in the result yet, which means that the function is still going. Cool. So while we're waiting, we can also, I'll show you a functionality of sq because it doesn't seem very intuitive at first, but if you do sq-i, and then we'll do the number in seconds, so 30, this will give you a updated sq every 30 seconds. And just bear with me so that we can see. Should have done 15 seconds. That would have made this a lot easier. Okay, right there you can see 30 seconds later, still the same job, still the same working, We're going to pause the video and I will come back when this job has completed its 100,000 iterations, and then I will show you how to manage the output files. Okay, and after a little while, now we have our result files here. We have our error file, a log file, and our CSV file. Let's take a look at them real quick. Do the error first, because it should have nothing in it. Yep, it is empty. Let's just clear this so we can see better. And result should tell us, all right. So that means it did finish, and now we can look and find our pairs in the collapse pairs. So we're gonna there we go. 100,000 of them. So that's fun. Just some random numbers for you there. So now that we have these files, what do we do with them? So actually, this comes as kind of a interesting proposition. If you have a Linux machine, which there's not a lot of computers on campus that are like that, you would just be able to scopy like shown in the scopy video the other way and be able to transfer these files out. However, most of the systems are Windows on campus, so you might have to do a little bit of downloading. There's a application called MOBA Xterm. This is for Windows, and you can actually get it and not install it. You can get the mobile version, which runs on top, and it doesn't give you root permissions. But for what we need, it doesn't need root permissions, excuse me. So we'll go to download, and you can see the free version, and you want that the portable edition. Okay, because if you do the regular edition, it's going to want root access, and you can't get that on a school computer, so you won't be able to install it. So you download that, and actually this is what I have for my terminal, and then I've been showing you these later tutorials on, has been on this, and you can customize it a lot the way that you see fit. Once you have this downloaded and installed, and you can actually go and create another or a session. I'll show you how to create a session. Should be what you get. Then you can do your SSH into the server. And it will prompt you for a password, even though mine didn't because I have it saved. And also, you see this really cool thing down here. This is actually a file of your home thing, like you see and are used to in Windows. If you drag it out, you can actually see, yep, that's your Windows directory, or your directory, but it looks like a Windows directory rather. But this is actually your home folder inside there. So if we do an ls, it's exactly the same as this over here. It's this right here. There you go. Now they look the same. You can see over here on the right. Okay. And so to output these files, really all you have to do is go to a Windows file system folder, and then you can copy and paste. We'll take our collapse file, drag it, and drop it. And you see it, 1, 2, 3, just copied it over here, and that is the most efficient way that we have found to copy files off of the server. There may be other ways, and if you reach out to us because you don't like this software or you want something else, we can accommodate you, but this is the most easy way that we've found for manipulating files as far as getting them off the server goes. So this has been the tutorial for monitoring and for moving around and dealing with output files on the Nitrous server. Thank you.